This past fall, UVM sponsored a staff service day as kind of an ending wrap-up to Staff Appreciation Week. And when they had first announced it, I actually immediately responded that I wanted to participate, especially because I saw that the Ronald McDonald House was one of the featured community partners.
We went to the food shelf and there was already prepared food. And what we did, we placed it in containers and sealed it and then put it out in the refrigerators, and people came in and they actually got to select what they wanted. It was kind of like running your own restaurant.
I chose to volunteer at Resource because it's a store that I go to, that I've gone to for many years, and I really like their mission. And it's always interesting to me to see the back end of things. So I got to see the back end of things, which was really cool. They're a great organization. They take used items, including electronics and household items, furniture, toys, stuff like that, art materials, and they resell them. They refurbish them if and when necessary, and they resell them to the public. They also teach people how to refurbish the electronics and the household goods. So they're providing like a social service, a skills learning thing for people who need that.
I have a very special tie with the Ronald McDonald House. When I was younger, my brother was born with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. And my parents and I actually stayed in a Ronald McDonald House in Philadelphia for almost a year, actually, while he was doing multiple open heart surgeries. Ronald McDonald House project this year was painting suites for families to stay in. So we took on a rather large suite. It was a 4-person bedroom, a reading room, and a bathroom. And in just a few short hours, I want to say 5 hours, we got that all painted.
I volunteered to tidy up an aisle that was really, really messy. So it was very gratifying because after 2 hours, the messy aisle was, beautiful. So it satisfied my inner urge to clean things up.
I think what I enjoyed most was it was like good food that I would eat or I would want. I think I had in my mind the stereotype of the Spams in the can and the vegetables and the peanut butter and, just the stuff that most people really didn't want. We had a good time. Of course, we were competing, turned into a competition of kind of who could wrap more or who could seal more or who was doing the best coffee.
There were UVM colleagues. I didn't know anybody, so it was a way to get to meet new people because UVM's a big place. There's over 3,000 employees, faculty, and staff.
It was my office, the Faculty Senate office. There's just 2 of us, so it's really small. And actually the office right next door, the registrar's office, there were about 6, maybe 8 people from their office that came. And it was so funny because even though we work right next door to each other, we're siloed in our own little worlds of UVM and never get to interact. So it was really fun to get to know the people next door that I don't get to interact with.
It was really nice because it was people that I knew, and then there were some people that I did know, but it was like interacting with those people. It was a great opportunity for us to be in touch, and we've kept in touch.
I thought that was a really nice opportunity. I appreciate that the university was willing to let us off for a few hours to do this kind of volunteer opportunity. And what I think we did was really actually useful because I've been to Resource and I know that aisle is usually a mess because people paw through it, which is what they do. And if they don't have the volunteers or the resources to clean it up, then it becomes unattractive. So while I was working, I saw more people coming to browse the aisle because it wasn't like a complete mess.
Well, I think it was a wonderful experience to have, and I'm really thankful that UVM provided staff with the opportunity to make a connection with the community outside of UVM. And I really hope that it's something that continues in the future. And Ronald McDonald House was so grateful for the service that we did that day. I hope we can continue to have them as a partner.